Holy cow, it has been a while since I had made a video. Jeez, it's been like 10 days now. I haven't even wanted to look because it scares me to see how long it's been. I wanted to hop on here really quick, guys. I don't want to take too much of your time. Just wanted to talk about the stresses that I had moving out for the first time and the fear that was like in my head, before moving into my house. And I wanted to talk about that a little bit. So my fears kind of boil down to like how to pay for things, how I would feel living alone, what would it be spending most of the day alone. And I was super stressed out about it. Holy cow. I remember like sitting in, back in my parents' room and like sitting alone and be like looking up at my ceiling and be like, wow, this is what it's gonna be like living alone. Like I'm bored out of my mind. I was like, my main fears were like, how to call your utility company, how to like shop for furniture, how to find something you like, how to, again, hook up utilities, how to talk to your HOA, how to, clean stuff all the time. I'm not like a clean freak or anything like that, excuse me. And so I didn't know like how my house would look. I was so scared. I was like, is it gonna be a freaking dump all the time? Excuse me, holy cow. Is it gonna be a dump all the time? Like, is it gonna be like super dirty? Is everything just gonna be scattered everywhere? Am I just gonna be bored? Am I just gonna walk around my house naked all day? Like, what the, I didn't even know, like, and I hate to admit this, guys, like, I didn't know how to wash clothes. Like, I had no idea. I could freaking like wash socks like in a freaking sink with some detergent, but I had no clue how to use a washing machine or a dryer. Like, you ask anybody that I've talked to about this, it looked like a spaceship to me. The freaking dial and all the lights and all the things you can pick. It looks like a freaking spaceship, and it still does, but I'm getting there. That's not too bad, but like that, or like washing dishes, like nobody likes freaking washing dishes, or like even using a dishwasher. You know how freaking hard that looks? Like, just to me, and like just the anxiety of like not knowing how something works, and then like knowing that you have to learn is like, for me, for some reason, it was so stressful. And so I was super scared. I was like, dude, I don't know if I can do this. Like, I have no idea if I can move out, and I'm just gonna be bored out of my mind all day. I'm gonna have nobody to talk to. Like, what if my friends don't want to hang out? What if the girlfriend's not here? What if my family's out of town? Am I just gonna sit and do nothing? And moving on to like the reality of everything and like what's really going on is like, yeah, dude, there's nobody here, nobody wants to hang out, nobody's around to do anything. Yeah, you sit alone, play video games, hang out. Like, I work so much and I have so many things going on in my head that it's even hard to like find time to play video games. Like, I'm not that bored. If you want to be able to afford like a house or rent or a mortgage or whatever it might be, like you need to work. And so I spend most of my time at work, and the rest of my time I spend making YouTube videos, editing, playing with friends, or like when the girlfriend comes over, or like when my friends are over, or when I go to their house. Like, I'm usually like not home, which is really good. But when I am home, I can keep myself entertained. For example, like when I had that surgery on my nose, I would just hang out at home, play video games all day. There's nothing else I could do. Like, I couldn't work. I felt sick. I felt terrible. Play video games. It was awesome. So, yeah, you guys, I really do enjoy it. And I urge anybody that like is really feeling scared of moving out, just do it. It's really not that bad. I'll tell you what, if I could do it, like with the fears that I have and like my like internal stress that I went through of like everything that I've been talking about, if I could do it, anybody can, to tell you the truth. Everything, like, I've noticed that everything falls into place, and it happens so without you even thinking. Like, I remember setting up my utilities and all that. I was just hanging out around the house and I was like, hey, you know what? I need to call these guys before this day. So I called them. It took me maybe 2 minutes per phone call. So 10 minutes total. You have your water, your gas, your electricity, your HOA, your garbage, whatever, like your city, everything, 10 minutes. It was super quick, you guys. And yeah, it's so much easier than I thought. Everything, like landscaping right now, we're working with a bunch of people to do like landscaping. I'm having a bunch of concrete poured in my house, like 2,000 square feet of concrete are gonna be poured in my home, or not in my home, outside. I'm extended the driveway. It'll be a whole series. I'm gonna document as much as I can of that, but everything just falls into place. Like, different times, you have these thoughts and you go and capitalize. It's really not that hard. And like cleaning your house isn't really that bad. Like it's not a dump in here. It's not disgusting. Nothing's like scattered around or anything. Like, yeah, it gets dirty sometimes. Like I've got a bunch of golf balls and like hoodies on chairs and like utensils and whatnot, but like I can use a washing machine, you know, and I can clean up. I can put stuff on hangers. Like, y'all, again, I hate to admit this stuff, but like I grew up like with my grandmother, and she, you know, granted she's like an older lady and she doesn't like do much, and so she would want to feel like useful and purposeful, and like so she'd like help me, or she wouldn't help me, she would do it. She would just wash my clothes for me. She'd bring them downstairs. She'd like hang them up for me, and that's not just like me sounding like I'm completely useless, but she just, you know, wanted to do something that like gave her purpose, like gardening. She does that as well. But that I found out even like would stress me out, because I was like, holy cow, like I'm gonna wash my own clothes, like I'm gonna hang them up after that, like I'm gonna fold my stuff, I'm gonna put it away, what? Yeah. And everything just falls into place, and you just do it. And you know, your house gets dirty and you come home and you're like, oh, you know what, it's dirty, I'm gonna clean. You spend like 30 minutes cleaning your house and no more. Like I can stretch it out to an hour if I like take a big break in the middle of it and just sit on my phone. So it's really not that bad, you guys. If you want to move out, do it. Like, please, I urge you not to rent. Don't rent. It's not great. It's not smart. I guess, you know, it depends on who you talk to, but renting in general, just try not to do it. You don't need to live in an apartment or somebody's home. Like, it's not as cool as you think, I should say. Moving out and living alone. It's really just more silence. And there's nobody like kind of prodding at you, like your parents, like you don't have to worry about that or anything. But really, guys, it's not that cool. If you need a couple more years to like live with your parents or live rent free, please do it. Oh my gosh, save as much money as you can. Don't pay PMI on your loan. That can be like a couple $100 a month, guys. And so you don't want to do that. Pay 20% down, save the money so you can pay 20% down. It's so much easier than you think. Money, like once it starts saving, it just keeps going and going and going. And then when you're getting close, you start selling some of your stuff. Like I sold my dirt bike. I didn't want to sell the Razor. I sold, like I said, I'm so happy I got rid of the GTI. I was going to sell it either way. But I'm so happy that I got exactly what I paid for out of it. And yeah, so there's just been a lot of, towards the end, there was a lot more income coming in, and it helped really mitigate the stress down. And yeah, so now we're living alone, everything's set up. You know, I have Wi-Fi, I've got all my utilities set up, I have all my furniture, everything that I ever wanted. And now it's just decorating, you know, as stressful as it can be, you know, landscaping is fun, you know, and I'm having a good time talking to a bunch of guys about it and getting landscaping done and figuring out what the next project is going to be. It's a lot of fun. I have a really good time doing it. So I urge you guys, move out, try it. It's a really good time. Buy your own home, whether it be a townhome, whatever it is, buy it, have a good time, guys. And I will leave you with that. Don't worry. We'll see you later.